Hello people. So I wanted to share something with everybody today. This morning I woke up and was like not feeling so well spiritually or emotionally. I was struggling a bit because last year on this very day, which was Valentine's Day last year, I had someone do something extremely awful and heartbreaking. And unfortunately, for the past years, Valentine's Day has always been a very hard day for me because just awful things have happened on Valentine's Day for me. And Valentine's Day is the day when, you know, you're supposed to feel more loved than any other day, even though you should feel loved every day. And that's why it's important to me to always tell the people in my life how much I love and appreciate them, because even though we have this one special day of the year when everybody goes out and spends money and does amazing things for the people that they love, you know, I think it's important to do it every day. However, last year I planned like this beautiful weekend and away and just a lot of things. And as I went to pick up the person who was supposed to be spending the weekend with me, they were with another woman. And so, as any woman or anyone can imagine, that was extremely devastating for me and very hard. And not to mention the fact that I spent my money, as always, every year. And then the year before that, my ex spent all my money again and had this nice romantic weekend planned. And as we're on our way to the hotel, his ex-girlfriend calls, and I found out a whole lot of things that I don't know, just devastated me and made the whole weekend horrible. And I have just been through some things. So anyway, as always, I try to find some positivity in this hurt that I'm feeling and the negative things that have happened. Just try to find some relief, you know, and understanding. And one of the things that I've learned just Monday, I've learned is that karma is real, and that God does not make mistakes. And in our deepest and greatest pains is when He's teaching us the most important lesson that it is for us to learn. And even though the hurt is deep, and even for me, like, you know, I still shed tears about things that's happened to me in past relationships, from my first relationship ever. And so I've learned that because God makes no mistakes, and because He's teaching me a lesson, to actually take the time to revisit all those situations and understand the lessons in all those situations. So just Monday, the guy who broke my heart last year called me and was telling me about this horrible thing that happened to him. And I remember Monday feeling like, when I saw his name pop up on my phone, I was like, oh my gosh, should I answer? And then I answered. And then when he told me what happened, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh. So I was feeling bad for him, you know, like, dang, it's so messed up, you know, I wish that didn't happen to you. And so I was thinking, like, last year after the situation happened where he, you know, had situation Valentine's Day, afterwards, I would say like in March, he needed a very big favor, because this person was actually living with someone else, living with a guy, a roommate, and he was so pretty much like basically homeless because the guy needed him to move. And so I was blessed to be able to help this man tremendously. And this is after he did this to me. And so in helping him tremendously in a lot of different ways, you know, I never thought once like, okay, I shouldn't help him because he hurt me. You know, or I never felt like, oh, well, maybe he should be in this situation because he hurt me. Because I don't think anybody should have to endure being homeless or hungry or not having. So I would say, like, you know, after the situation, I guess like about April or May, I spent a lot of time helping him to get a job. And he was blessed to get the job at Best Buy, and he got a really nice position, making really good money. And of course, life was turning around for him. So by the first paycheck he got, he had never called me again. Mind you, this is back in May. And so Monday was the first time I heard from him since May. You know, he was back on his feet, had money, had a good job. And although, you know, I had done all these things for him, he just, you know, didn't acknowledge me anymore at all. So he called me Monday. I still didn't feel like, oh, who are you to call me now? You know, blah, blah, blah. And then when he told me this horrible thing that happened to him, I still wasn't thinking like, oh my gosh, who is this? You know, who are you to do this, that, and the third to me? No. I felt bad for him. And so today, as I went through my emotions this morning about what happened last year on this very day and what's happened to me, you know, years beyond, I took the time to process the pain, wipe the tears away, and understand what it was God was teaching me. And not only understand it, but understand that he is the ultimate punisher. That he does nothing. No, he lets nothing go untaken care of. And often someone may hurt us, especially on days like today. You know, somebody may hurt us and we feel vindictive or angry and we want to do hurtful things to them. And, you know, I understand now more than ever in my life at this moment that God will take care of them. He will take care of them, and he will punish them in his own way. And so you really have to give it to God, you know. So I'm sharing this with you guys because that's just one situation. I could go on and on and on. Y'all see I'm at 6 minutes and 26 seconds. But everybody I've ever been in a relationship with who's ever hurt me, I still help them after they hurt me. I still talk to them. I still remain their friend. I still did things for them. Even my ex before this person. Like after this situation, I did a lot of things to help him, to support him, to be there for him. And he continued to hurt me. And so I also know that God will teach you a lesson until you learn it. And so with my ex before him, I was like, God, why is it getting this bad? Like, why is he hurting me this much? And then recently, back in December or November, my ex before the last ex, he did something devastating to me. I mean, broke me down, people, broke me down. And I was just like, oh my God, like it hurts so much to just breathe some days. I know y'all seen some of them videos. And so I was like, God, like why? And then I realized it's like, God will tell you, like, just listen. Like, well, I keep trying to warn you. I keep trying to teach you this lesson. And instead of you taking the time to listen to the lesson or to adhere to what I'm telling you, baby, you continue to go back. I need you to go forward. I need you to take heed. I know what I'm doing. I'm hurting you with this person because he's not for you. He's here to teach you. And as Tyler Perry said, some people come in our lives for a season, not for a lifetime. They're not meant to stay forever. And so I learned that. And so I pray that this message gets to people to know that, for one, this Valentine's Day, truly take the time to admire, acknowledge, and give love to those who love you and to those who support you, encourage you, those who mean something to you, or even, you know, take the time out to help you in any type of way. Give them the love that they deserve today. This is not a day that you should hurt someone or you should cause someone pain. It's a day that you should uplift them and embrace them and give them the love that they deserve. And I pray that you're able to do that. And if someone does cause you pain, simply pray on it and move past it. Don't hold on to it. Learn from it and live to learn from it. All right. Love you guys. Have an awesome Valentine's Day tomorrow. Today's Friday. Get started. Get them kisses and them gifts. It means something. So do something. And God willing, one day I'm going to have me a nice little Valentine and actually be able to have a wonderful Valentine. I'm blessed with 9 beautiful Valentines and my mom and my dad. But God willing, one day I'll be blessed to have someone who I truly am in love with love me back enough to give me an amazing Valentine. So until then, I'm patient. I'm waiting. Bye.